including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. Are you seeking advice on immigration-related matters? At BWF Solicitors, our immigration team are experts in dealing with everything from general immigration to complex immigration work permits, arranging student visas, as well as entry clearance visas, family visas, and appeals. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation. Our office is open from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays by appointment only from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, is also a qualified barrister and a member of the Ghana Bar Association. He has acted as an expert in court cases involving aspects of Ghanaian law. He has also advised local authorities, the official solicitor's office, and other solicitors on the intricacies of Ghanaian law, and is a regular contributor on the radio and TV on matters concerning Ghanaian law.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome to Hanging Out with BWF Solicitors. I hope you are all doing great. Wow, what a day! Today, we've come your way with another topic, which I think we concentrating on students for today's show. Um, Even though it's we're focusing on students, I believe that you might know a relative, you might have a daughter, a son who is also a student. You might know someone at work whose relative is also a student. So I believe it will benefit everyone. Please share this program. We also love to hear from you. We need to, get feedback from you. Send in your questions. Laura Eunice is here to answer all your questions. This is a free consultation. Today's topic is, can a student visa be cancelled or curtailed if the student does not comply with the immigration conditions? Lawyer Eunice will take us through the do's and don'ts and other, procedures that one has to adhere to in order not to, have your visa curtailed. So I'll quickly introduce Lawyer Eunice. I think, Lawyer Eunice, are you there? Hi, yes, Lawyer Eunice, you're welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing well by God's grace. How are you too?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good.
It's been a
Looking
while.
forward to today. Yes. Yes, it has been. It has been.
And I'm loving the top and the look, the hair and everything.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you so
Very
much. And you're
summery.
also looking good.
Thank
I
you.
love the new hairstyle. Eunice.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying small.
Right, Lawyer Eunice, I know, even, trying to get hold of you to have this program, um, it was really a task because I know and understand that you've been very busy with cases. And when you finally got back to me, I told myself the Lawyer Eunice should be able to give us, more updates since she's been so busy. She'll be able to give us more updates, on what is happening in the immigration you know, side of
Yeah.
things. And from there, we will talk about today's topic. So, Lawyer Eunice, over to you if you have any updates for us. I hope
Okay.
it's not too long, though.
I will try and keep it as brief as possible. As
Possible.
brief as possible. Yes.
Mm,
And just before, I just want to say a big thank you to all our viewers and for those who have been contributing to the program.
yeah.
We say a very big thank you as well. And I know there are Maybons. The Maybons, there are so many. And only for this week, there are so many people that celebrated their birthdays. And so, as the month is ending, I'd like to wish all people a happy birthday.
Wow.
It's not a Wusu,
Mm,
Auntie Annabelle, Auntie Dufie, my sister who celebrated her birthday in the past week. I wish you all a happy birthday, and we are praying that the Lord Himself will look at your heart's desire and bless you accordingly.
mm.
May He give you peace, may He give you joy, may His love overflow, and may He constantly be there when there is no other, and may He continue to order your footsteps and prosper your ways in Jesus' name. So
Amen.
to all our main
Thank you
boys who are
so much.
celebrating their birthdays. Yes. Okay, so as you said, updates.
Yep.
There are a number of updates, and so I will start first of all with the one that came in just this week. So I know a lot of our parents have been looking to see if the children's application for registration, so children's registration for British citizenship, um,
Mm,
have had their fees reduced, or maybe if they can apply for fee waiver. And it's
correct.
good news that the Home Office decided to issue a guidance this week in terms of fee waiver applications for British children registration. So if
Mm,
your child is registering as British and you would want to apply for a fee waiver, you can do so. So you can apply for the fee waiver like with all other human rights applications,
yeah.
where you complete the fee waiver form before you actually complete the actual application. And as with all fee waiver applications, they are assessing the ability of the applicant to pay the Home Office fees. And so, is it affordable? Is it something that they can pay for if they had the means? So, most children don't work anyway, because if you're under the age of 16 and you are
Yeah.
making an application, you would not be earning anything. So they are looking at the income or the savings within the household. So if I was applying for my child, I would have to show that I don't have that amount of money to pay for my child's application. So it's an
Okay.
affordability test. And so if I'm the parent, I will be given my pay slips, my bank statements. If I have savings, I'll be given savings bank statements as well to show that I
Okay.
cannot afford to pay for the £1,012 that the Home Office is requesting. So that is to do with the affordability test. And so I know a lot of people may be thinking, okay, this is good news, but you will have to prove that you cannot afford the child registration fees, and that is why you are applying for fee waiver. And if you are applying as a family, so let's say that your child is applying for registration and you are also applying as a mother or as a father for nationality. So you have gotten your settled status, your child has also received settled status, and you are all applying for nationality at the same time. They
Mm.
would look at the family as a whole. So you can apply for the fee waiver as a family. And so that is that in terms of nationality application. So that's good news for children who would like to apply for registration as British citizens.
Okay.
And then number two, I know a lot of people have been looking forward to our nationality and borders bill. So there are many people that have just seen how negative this new act is. I would say that it is a way of the British government bringing into one act all the different, should I say, um, immigration laws that have been over the years into one place. And so I don't think things are new under this act, apart from, let's say, the consequences that come with any immigration offense that a person may commit. And so people have spoken a lot about the deprivation of a British citizen having their citizenship taken away from them, and how it will be so bad on the government to take away somebody's citizenship without even giving them notice, and how that in itself may cause people to lose their citizenship and not have any recourse to, should I say, have it challenged. And
Mm.
as with every law, the government is one body. And I like the fact that in Britain, we respect the checks and balances that the country has to offer. So we have parliament, we have the government, and we have the judiciary, and they all act as a balancing, should I say, effect on all the other institutions. So if the government has put in place something that obviously needs to be checked, then there has to be that right of appeal. And so if you are somebody who the government claims or has suspected to be a terrorist, and therefore they deprive you of your citizenship, they will grant you a right of appeal. You should be able to appeal the decision that the government has made. Obviously, if you are not given notice of that decision that has been made to deprive you of your citizenship,
Yeah.
one way or the other, you may want to come back to the country, and you will have something um, give you that notice. Either you are coming through the port, and so the immigration officers stop you and say, well, you don't have the right to enter the UK because you no longer have citizenship, or
Yeah.
you have checks being done, because now we have right to work checks done, and right to rent checks being done, and the rest of it. So something will trigger that if you did not receive notice of the fact
Okay.
that you are supposed to be, I mean, you're no longer a British citizen. So these
Right.
checks and balances are always in place for you to also challenge whatever decision the government has made. And there are a number of, should I say, pointers that this act brings into play, because I know it's a very new act which came towards the end of April, which was the 28th of April of this year. And so it talks about those that have come into the country as overstayers, or who are found to be illegal immigrants in the country. We all know that that is a criminal offense in this country to
Yeah.
be an overstayer or to come illegally. And therefore, if you are an overstayer, that would mean that you have committed a criminal offense. And now they're saying, well, it's an imprisonable offense, but it carries a sentence of at least 6 years. And so they are trying to deter as
Yeah.
many people as possible from living in the UK illegally. And the
Right.
whole point of the law is to act as a deterrent so that other people don't fall into that category. And
Okay.
with in regards to the shipment of people to Rwanda. People are saying, oh, people are being taken away to Rwanda without any justification.
Justification.
They can't just take people away without following the due processes. And so when it comes to the fact that somebody has come into the country and is genuinely seeking asylum because they are at risk of being killed, or for instance being tortured or being harmed, that in itself is a
Mm,
claim. And so once they've made a claim to seek asylum in this country, that has to be assessed. And even when the person has been to a safe country before coming to the UK, they
mm,
have to then say that, okay, maybe because you've been to another safe country before coming to the UK and you made an application there, maybe you might want to go back to that safe country because they are more likely to take you on your claim rather than just should I say leaving you to go to Rwanda. And so
okay.
when it comes to those that also make applications based on their asylum claims,
Mm-hmm.
uh, we
Mm-hmm.
also know that they can also
Right.
over.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Lawyer Eunice, let's go for a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay
Okay.
tuned.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. Are you seeking advice on immigration-related matters? At BWF Solicitors, our immigration team are experts in dealing with everything from general immigration to complex immigration work permits, arranging student visas, as well as entry clearance visas, family visas, and appeals. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation. Our office is open from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays by appointment only from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, is also a qualified barrister and a member of the Ghana Bar Association. He has acted as an expert in court cases involving aspects of Ghanaian law. He has also advised local authorities, the official solicitor's office, and other solicitors on the intricacies of Ghanaian law, and is a regular contributor on the radio and TV on matters concerning Ghanaian law.
Hello, you're welcome back to today's show. That is hanging out with BWF Solicitors. With BWF Solicitors, representative lawyer Eunice Champong, who is a solicitor and also a partner at BWF Solicitors. Today's topic is, can a student visa be cancelled or curtailed if the student does not comply with the immigration conditions? Let me remind you, BWF Solicitors also specializes in Ghana law and practice, family law, dispute resolution, child arrangement order, so many, which I cannot state all of them here. But at the end of the program, Lawyer Eunice will be able to give you all that information with her details as well. Please share this program. We would love to hear from you as well. If you want, if you are not the type who would like to send us a message on Facebook because of the number of people watching, you can also send me a question on my WhatsApp 0744 0744 Let me give you the number again 0744 my apologies, 711. You can also call me live on this show, and Lawyer Eunice will also, try and answer all your questions. So over to you, Lawyer Eunice. Yes, the updates.
Thank you so much, Vicky. Yes, so I was talking about the fact that if somebody has genuinely come to the UK to seek asylum, and of course they've come here and they previously went to a safe country, and they have said to the UK government that I also want to seek asylum in your country. And it's found that they went to a safe country and they sought to make an asylum claim there. They
Mm,
may be told to go back to that safe country. But where a claim has been put and they've looked at how genuine the claim is, and for one reason or the other, maybe somebody is saying that um, where I'm coming from, I'm being discriminated because of my sexuality, or I'm being discriminated because of the strong political views that I hold, and wherever I go to in that country, I will not be safe, and so therefore, my life is at risk, and I would want to seek asylum in the UK. If that claim is assessed and it's found that it's not true, or is a claim that is false, then that means that unfortunately, that person may not be given asylum in this country,
asylum.
and
Okay.
yeah, in a way, we are basically saying that then the Home Office will, in such circumstances, or in a circumstance where they believe the safe country for somebody whose claim is inadmissible will be to take them to Rwanda, will then take effect. But in such instances, um, if they believe strongly that that person cannot remain in the UK, they
Yeah.
will um, give notice to those people who have made such claims, to then
Okay.
let them know that there are plans to take them to a safe country, which is Rwanda, as the UK can no longer, should I say, protect them whilst in the UK.
Oh,
But
okay.
there are
Mm,
things that I think, if people are worried in terms of this new nationality and borders act that has come to play, obviously seek legal advice. Do not take it all as bad news, because sometimes there are opportunities to look at other options rather than just to take it all in one go and say, oh my goodness, this is what they're doing and nothing else can be done. Um, there are due processes that have to be followed, and I think that we should do our best to also keep that in mind. And
okay.
then, lastly but not least, I think many people are still concerned about the delays that are going on in terms of applications that have been made to the Home Office, and the fact that they cannot imagine that a country as big as the UK and
Okay.
as democratic as the UK can keep their applications in for such a long time. I know they brought out notice to say that if you've made an application outside of the UK, decision making times have now been increased. And so
Okay.
instead of the usual 12 weeks, they expect to make a decision within 24 weeks of you having your biometric enrollment. And so those are those outside the UK. Those in the UK, they have said um, they are continuing to process applications, but it will take longer. They haven't given a specific time period.
Mm,
It will take longer than usual for them to make decisions on those applications. And there may be instances where people may have applied for a priority service and
okay.
they may not have received a response. And there might be circumstances where people are making the application and would want a priority service but would
Service.
not be able to
Mm,
apply because it is not available. So
mm,
in those instances, if you've applied for priority service and they have not made a decision, they will definitely reimburse you with
okay.
your fees
Okay.
that was paid because they haven't been able to make a decision within the time frame,
Mm,
which
okay.
is 24 hours.
Okay.
So in those instances where there have been overly long delays, so I would say over 6 months, then you can make a complaint to the Home Office. If you have a solicitor representing you, they can put in a letter before claim. Um, with those who I know are within the UK and have made applications, usually the standard period is 6 months. So if it's more than a year that you have been waiting, definitely put in a complaint
Mm,
and see how best they will come back to you. I know usually if the letter before claim has also been forwarded to them,
okay.
they will respond within a 2 week time frame, and that should suffice in
Mm,
most cases. So
okay.
yes, that is that in terms of our updates this week. I
Oh,
hope I
wow.
wasn't
Yeah.
too long.
Thank you for that wonderful update. Yeah, so back to today's topic. Laura Eunice, what are the do's and don'ts as an international student in the UK?
Vicky, this is your area, so you
Oh
know.
my goodness. I was praying you wouldn't direct it to me.
This is you because I know that most people that come here as international students, they know that this is the visa that I've come on. I've come to do this particular course and I have to stay at this particular university because this is the course that I have to come to do. And the thing is, most people come genuinely to study. And then
Yes.
there are those that come and their intention is otherwise. So, with those that come and have said to themselves they want to study, they will come and do the course and they will complete it to the best of their ability. So,
Yeah.
the first do, if you have applied for a confirmation of acceptance of study and you have been
Yeah.
granted, it means you were offered the course, they looked at you being able to pay the tuition and also being able to maintain yourself. And that is
Mhm.
why they offered you that confirmation of acceptance of
Yeah.
study. So when you come, you will have to complete that course at a specific institution who offered you the CAS. Once you have successfully completed, then of course you can look at options as to whether you want to extend your student visa or switch or whatever it is. So the first do is attend the course as stated on your CAS. And then the next do, it will be to say that, yes, I'm a student, but I can also work. So you have at
Yes.
least 20 hours to work as a student. So when you come into the UK and you say you're a student, most employers will take you on for a period of at least 20 hours. And then I know that outside of term time, you can work a bit more because of the fact that you are not within term hours. And
Mm,
then there are those that are within the health and care industry that have the flexibility, which is outside the 20 hours because of what has been going on for the past few years. And so they give them that opportunity to work more than 20 hours due to what is currently going on. And so if you're in the health and care industry, then it means you're lucky to work more than the 20 hours. You can earn more money in that sense. And so that is that in terms of those who are working. And then there are those that come in and take in roles such as they call it student union sabbatical officer. So you've been at the university for a while
Yeah.
and you want to take on that role. That role means that you will not be able to should I say attend the course like you would have wanted to. So you have like a break, and that is the only time the home office will allow you to take a break from your course, which is not
Okay.
a holiday. So there are those that come and say they want to defer entry. Unfortunately, under the rules, your start date has to be at the start date stipulated in the CAS. So
Okay.
if your start date is after 28 days of the start date that was stipulated, the university or the institution that you've applied to will have to inform the home office that this is what is happening.
Mm.
And so uh, that should be, shall I say, one of the first don'ts. You cannot defer your course if for one reason or the other you are not able to take the course, or you are somebody who is saying that you can't pay for the other two terms. This is something that they would have assessed even before giving you the
Okay.
CAS. So you can't defer your entry. And in terms of those that are looking to um, do otherwise, I would also say that if you have come and you are saying that you want to study and you have taken on that student visa, because when you come into the UK, you have to go to the post office to collect your biometric card. So once you say you're a student and you are going to attend the course, you have to attend the course. If you do not attend the course, then the institution has every right to say, well, we've been running the course now for the past month or for the past 2 months,
Mm.
and this student hasn't stepped foot into any of our classes. And so we don't know what's going on. And I know by the end of the term or by the end of the year, if your university or your institution is a very good institution, they will keep these things on record. So either that the records are electronically taken for those that come in and those that don't come in, or even if they are manually taken at the end of the term or at the end of the year, it's taken forward and they are able to see those that have been coming on the course and those that don't. And I know lecturers are very tough on those that are supposed to be on
Yeah.
the course and don't attend. They think that students like that are not being serious. And
Mm.
so, in such instances, they will take it up further. So, if there are situations like that, the school is supposed to report this to the home office. And remember, if the school or the university has been given a license to sponsor students, it is one of their responsibilities or it is one of their roles in
Mm.
managing those that have come as students to be able to make sure that they are attending courses. And if they are not, then they are reporting such people to the home office, because
Mm.
in a sense, you are another arm of the home office, because they've given you this authority to give people the right to come and study in the UK. And so if the students are not doing as they were told, then that is something that has to be put on their record, if I
Okay.
can say in that
Okay.
manner. And
Okay.
if for one reason or the other, the student himself or herself cannot maintain themselves, they cannot rely on public funds. So another don't request for public funds, because you have said that you will be able to maintain yourself and the evidence has been given that you will be able to maintain yourself. So at no point in time can you apply for child benefits or universal credit or whatever it is. Unfortunately, you will not be allowed to
But Lawyer
apply
Eunice,
for such.
with those
Yes,
benefits, do
yes,
the benefit department,
mm-hmm,
are they aware that
yeah,
international students are not entitled? The reason why I'm saying this is, couple of
mm,
years ago, I
mm,
had some few friends at church who were
yes,
international students, but
yes,
when they had a baby, straight
yes,
away the health visitor told
yeah,
her that she's entitled to child benefits and all these benefits, tax credits.
yeah,
So she just took the health visitors, advice and put in the application. And straight away, they said she's entitled to and started paying her. So when it goes
yeah,
to the time for her to renew her visa, that was one when it came up that you are not entitled to. But
do it.
she wasn't advised that you are not entitled because she didn't know that those
No, yeah.
benefits because they approved it.
Yeah, yeah. And I think one thing that you need to realize as a student is the reason why they ask for the financial evidence is so that they can look to see that you are able to maintain yourself.
Yes.
So they are not asking for the financial evidence just because they want to
Mm-hmm.
see the
Yeah.
amount of money you have, or they are not asking for the financial evidence just because they want to see if you can pay the fees. They
Yeah.
want to see if you can pay the fees and
Yeah.
maintain yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is one of the requisites which you used when you were applying for the student visa. And so it is very clear that yes, if for instance my students fees are £15,000 a year, I have that 15,000 in my account. And then for maintenance, usually they say if you are studying in London, it's about 1,200 and six, about £6. And then if you are studying outside of London, then it's slightly less. And so you should have that amount a month for the next 9 months. And so you have shown that you have the amount that is stipulated for the next 9 months. And therefore, they have said to you clearly that you will not be able to access public funds because you are able to maintain yourself. So, in the situation where your friend finds herself and she's taking on child benefits and a few other benefits, yes, of course, when you are going to apply for your extension, they're going to say to you, but you shouldn't have access to public funds because you said you were able to maintain yourself. Just because you have a child in the UK doesn't mean that you should rely on public funds. As you would know, if you're a student and you have dependents, you should be able to maintain your dependents as well. So
So
it's
even
not
if
just.
Okay, so even if it's offered to you, you should
Mhm,
be the one to know that checklists. I'm an international student. No,
mhm.
I don't think I'm entitled to it. So,
Yes,
I won't
yes.
apply.
Yes,
Right.
yes, because you knew that from the onset. And
Mm.
so that is one of the things that should be clicking at the back of your mind. Um, they looked at my account to see if I can maintain myself. And if I have dependents, I should be able to maintain them as well. So you would find that if you're a student and you wanted to apply for, let's say, your child who is here in the UK, and you yourself haven't got a leave for your child, then
Yes.
that child should be able to apply as a student dependent because that child is depending on you. Unless she's saying that her child's father is British, so the child is British, then in that case, the child's father can
Can claim.
collect child
Okay.
benefits on behalf of the child.
Okay. Mm.
Yes, on behalf of that child. So
Okay.
that's a different scenario altogether. So yes, in terms of the don'ts, public funds is a no-no. You
Right.
cannot take on public funds in any situation
Right.
whatsoever. And so yes, if they have taking on any form of benefits whatsoever, then they should know that when they are going for their next extension or leave to remain, they will be questioned about that. And if they are not able to maintain themselves, their leave will not be extended because it's one of the requisites in applying for a student visa. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I've got one viewer. He didn't give me his name, but he says, good afternoon, Vicky and Lawyer Eunice. My question is, when fee waiver is granted, can it be used to apply on fast track or not?
Okay, so when fee waiver is granted, unfortunately, there's no priority service for nationality applications.
Okay.
But I believe he's talking about nationality application.
Mm.
So, if fee waiver is granted, unfortunately, whether it's nationality or a human rights 2.5 years leave to remain application, there isn't a priority service for that. And the reason being, the Home Office has decided to waive your fees. So you cannot now then say that you would like to apply for a priority service because you
Right.
couldn't afford it in the first place. And that is why they gave you, they waived the fee on your behalf. And so if you have been waived the Home Office fees, you can't then say to them that you have fees to pay for the priority service, and therefore they should allow you to pay for a priority service and then have your decision as early as possible. So please,
Okay.
if you have a fee waiver done, you do not have access to pay for priority service.
Okay, Lawyer Eunice, we've got a caller on the line.
Okay.
Hello, caller. Yes, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Musa Abduyeki.
Okay.
And I just want to ask Lawyer
Eunice
a very easy question, please.
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
I just want to confirm if Lawyer Eunice broke the legal code that allow any case coming into our room.
Which room?
The legal what do you call it? Is it not legal framework Saturday program?
Yes, it's a legal education program. So
yeah,
if
so
you say,
I want to know if she broke the rules, the code.
Which rules? Can you explain to us? I don't understand because this is a legal education program, and I don't know what rules she might have broken.
Yeah.
What rules is that?
I know. Well, I know Lawyer Eunice knew because she's already smiling. I can see the big smile on her face already. But it's fine. It's just a joke.
Oh, all right. Okay. Right. Okay. So that is your question, yeah?
Okay, so
yeah, well, I enjoy the program. Really,
okay.
I'm enjoying it.
Thank you so much. Lawyer Eunice, do you know him?
No, I don't. I don't know him at all.
All right. Okay, I get it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. You nearly gave me a heart attack. I thought that.
Sometimes we ask our minister if she needs to prove the rules.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for calling us. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Right.
Yes. As soon as you said that, I was thinking, oh my goodness.
I'm like,
somebody he's played a prank on us.
Right.
So, yes, moving on. Yes, I think we answered that person's question. If they do have any run-up questions to the fact that they may be able to pay for a priority service, they can phone later on during the program or phone after the program, and then we can take it from there. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Lawyer Eunice, how about a student who suddenly falls pregnant? In that case, it's not everybody who can, be strong enough throughout the time of pregnancy to go to lectures. So I think at a point in time, the person might have to take time off studies to have the
Yeah.
baby. Now, the question I want to ask is, how do you go about deferring your course? And is it something that the Home Office will be happy to accept for you to defer your course, provided you get a letter from
Mm,
the GP, all these documentation just for them to approve? Or is it the school, the university that has to inform the Home Office that this student, is pregnant, is taking
mm,
time off studies? How does such a
mm.
student go about it?
Okay, so in this scenario, it will be the university or the educational institution which will be your first point of contact.
Right.
So if you are pregnant and you need to take some time off, the onus is on you as a student to continue with the course, whether you are attending classes or not. Because at the end of the day, it is the university who has given you the class. So
Okay.
let's say you became pregnant, you want some time off, which is to be able to have the baby. And then once you've had the baby,
Hmm.
you then want to be able to come back on the course. The university has to agree to you taking time off, unless you've agreed with the university that you will go on and take exams, but you cannot be physically present. So during the
Okay.
COVID, we knew that students could not be physically present. So maybe they would take the lectures online, and then if there are, should I say, seminar classes, those small classes
Yeah.
outside of your lectures, they would liaise with the tutor and do the questions for those classes and then send it back to the tutor via email. So it is up to the student to make some form of agreement with the school, because the university is not obliged to defer your course. They can't say that they are deferring your course because you fell pregnant. And I know some universities can be so strict. They'll tell you, well, when your leave is due to expire, they will not be at liberty to extend your visa for any reason whatsoever. So therefore, the
Wow.
onus is on you. Yes, the onus is on you to come to some form of agreement with them. If it means you can't physically be present, then maybe you will agree to have it electronically done, and
Okay.
then you will come and physically take your exams as is necessary to be able to continue on the course. And I know people who were in that situation whilst I was at university. And to
Okay.
tell you the truth, there are some strong women. I've never seen some people who are so determined to do
Mm.
the course. I mean, I saw people who were throwing up and puking and they were still coming to take exams. So there are some pretty strong women, because they definitely did not want to defer the course and they wanted to carry on as
Okay.
strictly as possible so that they could end on their course. Yeah.
Okay. Another question I have for you is, um, you are here for a 3-year degree course. Then during your second year, your sponsor passes on, the one sponsoring you.
Mm, mm,
You still want to, continue with the course.
of course.
What happens next? Because if you as a
Okay. So
student, you
that's
propose to the
yeah,
Home
sure.
Office that you would like to, work to pay, the fees for the rest of the year, would
Mm.
the Home Office agree, or the fact that your sponsor is passed on, that's the end of the course, you have to return back home?
So if the person who is providing you with financial support, and that's what you mean by
Yeah.
sponsor.
Yeah.
So if that person, for one reason or the other, passes away, and you've already completed one course, you can obviously say that to the university, I am not able to pay the fees in one go, and therefore I can pay this amount at a certain date and then pay this amount at a
Okay.
certain date. It is up to the university to agree
Mm.
if that is suitable for them. Because remember, with uh, the student visa nowadays, they know that most people are able to meet the financial requirement, and that is why they don't ask for subsequent evidence once
Evidence.
you are able to show for the first time. So
Yeah.
if they gave you leave for the first 2 years, for instance, and you are applying for an extension, when you're
Mm-hmm.
applying for an extension, they don't usually ask for that financial evidence because they know that this is somebody who was able to maintain themselves
Yeah.
the first time round. So they don't ask for subsequent evidence. So you then have to come to an agreement with the school or with the university to say, this is how I can break it down. So maybe I will pay this amount in January, I'll pay this amount in February. By the end of the year, the total fees will be paid to you, and therefore, I would like for you to give me that leeway to be able to pay the fees in that order.
Okay.
Some universities may be lenient, some may not be so lenient, and they will request that whatever the case is, you are able to pay for the fees that they are requesting at the time they are requesting, and then it is up to you to find other people to support you financially in that sense.
Mm.
And if in most cases you're not able to pay, then it means you're not able to continue on the course, and
Yeah, on the
that
course.
in
Okay.
a sense will also trigger them reporting back to the home office. So
Okay.
that is
Oh,
also one thing to bear in mind.
okay. I've got Anna saying she wants to know, can my leave be curtailed if I don't attend the course for which I was granted a visa, or I do not complete the course? Is
So, in a case where you are supposed to go to uh, lectures, you're supposed to go for seminars, and you're not attending, that is one of the requisites that you attend the course because you were given a cast in that manner. So,
yeah.
if you don't attend, or if you're saying that because you had other intentions when you were coming, so you decided to stay away from the university at
Mm-hmm.
all cost,
Mm-hmm.
then you are asking for you to be, shall I say, reported as somebody who has not attended the course, and that's one of the don'ts. There are
Okay.
cases where, for instance, people may not have been able to complete the course because they haven't been able to pass certain modules. And so, if you are not able to pass certain modules or complete the course fully, the school will expect you to leave at the time your visa ends. Um, Most times, if you have to retake or resit exams, it
Mm-hmm.
is not an obligation to the school to have your visa extended or to give you another CAS, because it is not for a new course. The CAS is
Okay.
only given when you are going on the new course. So if you have to do resits or retakes or whatever it is, the university doesn't care about that. You have to
Wow.
find a ways and means to complete those exams within the time frame of your
Okay.
leave. And so, if for one reason or the other you have not been able to take the exams and you haven't been able to finish the modules,
Yeah.
the university can report back to the home office to say that, well, this person has not been able to complete certain modules on the course, and we've had to kick them off the course, or they haven't been
Wow.
able to do the resets. Yes, or they haven't been able to do the resets, and therefore maybe they were not able to complete the course as fully as they wanted. So um, I would say to the person who is thinking about um, continuing their leave in the UK, that this is the right time to think about switching to a different route, because if
Mhm.
they do report you to the home office, under their guidance for cancelling and containing a person's leave, can choose to cancel your leave and then inform you you have 60 days in which to challenge this decision.
Okay.
So if the school is saying that this is what it is, and you are saying that no, the school is not telling the whole truth, and
Mm,
I am still attending lessons, or I am completing exams to complete the modules, then you have to show them evidence. But if you believe that what the school is saying is true, then you might want to look at options to switch to a different route. And so
okay.
that will be the standing point of the Home Office. They will cancel your leave and then give you some additional days, which is 60 days, to challenge what the school has reported to them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, is it also possible to switch to another route before the leave is cancelled?
So, in most instances, if your leave has not been cancelled and the time frame which I said is for 60 days. So usually if you are set to be reported to the Home Office and the Home Office has cancelled your leave, and therefore they expect that you would leave at the time that they expect you to leave by, they will send you a notice. So it's not something that is just on the Home Office records and you
Okay.
have no idea about. They have to send you a notice either via the contact details you gave them when you were making the application for student visa in the first place. If you did not make that application yourself and somebody made it on your behalf,
Yeah.
then it will go into that person's email or the address that the person stated in the application. So most of the time the notice will be sent to that person instead. And if you did not have any idea that they've sent you something like that, then we'll say do an subject access request.
Okay.
Usually the Home Office will have it on their records if they send something
Right.
like that out. So if you do a subject access request, they will bring it up. But if for one reason or the other, you know that the school is likely to report, then you come and seek legal advice. What do I
Okay.
do? Can I switch?
Okay.
In most instances, if you have a student visa, you will be able to switch to other routes, whether it's based on family life with somebody who is British or has
Okay.
settled status here
Okay.
in the UK,
Mm,
or you are applying to be a skilled worker. Those options may be available to you as
okay.
well. So yes, do
Right.
seek legal advice before your leave is cancelled.
It's cancelled. Okay. Right. Oh wow, time is far gone. Laura Eunice, yes, I've got another question. Yes. And Nana says, "Good afternoon. I'm on a student visa, which is due to expire in a month's time. I completed most of the modules and due to graduate next week. I have met someone, but he's not ready for marriage. I'm looking to be employed as a care worker under the skilled worker scheme. How soon can I apply on a skilled worker scheme?"
So in terms of what I was just saying, yes, you can switch. In cases where, for instance, the student is due to graduate, one thing about the graduate scheme, because I know that the graduate scheme was done specifically for students who have successfully completed a course. So if
Yeah.
for one reason or the other you were not able to complete certain modules, then unfortunately the graduate route will not be available to you because you haven't successfully completed the course. When I was at uni, I know students that came in and out, they didn't take the course so seriously. There are those that also came in for 2 years and then the third year they were not able to complete. And they were offered a diploma instead of a degree certificate, undergraduate degree certificate.
Yeah.
So people in such circumstances may be given a diploma degree instead. So unfortunately, if you haven't successfully completed the course, you will not be able to apply onto the graduate route. But if you do say that you have a sponsor license holder who is willing to offer you a job
Yeah.
in the area of your choice, and it's an eligible job which is under the list of occupations which a sponsor can offer to you, then of course you can say that you are making the application within the UK, as long as you
Okay.
meet the eligibility requirements for that specific job. So you
Yeah.
have the skills, um, job requirement. You are able to meet the English speaking and listening
Mm.
exam
Yeah.
requirements. You are able to also meet the salary levels that they want, and you've been offered that certificate of sponsorship. So depending on whether your job is in a shortage occupation area or not, that also can give you points. So as long as
Okay.
you meet the requirements, you could switch on to the skilled worker
Work
route
route.
as well.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I've got another question from a gentleman. He didn't give us his name. He says, "Good afternoon, Lawyer Eunice and Sister Vicky. Afternoon. Please, how soon can someone who had his or her residence permit through a child and is now settled can apply for his or her citizenship? The resident permit visa was granted in 2014 and settlement was just granted last year. It is
Mm,
clear one need to wait for 12 months before applying, but I'm reading and hearing different things like waiting till 2024 because
mm,
I exhausted my visa before the child was born.
mm.
Please, I need your
Okay.
expert advice. Yeah.
Okay, so I think what this person is saying is they now have their indefinite leave to remain, and they know that in order to naturalize, they need to wait 12 months after they have been granted indefinite leave to remain
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
apply for naturalization.
Yeah.
That is the obvious route, because under the law, that is what you need to do. The
Okay.
only reason why you have to wait is because the Home Office has said that granting nationality is a privilege. So it's up to them, it's their
Right.
discretion. So the Secretary of State may choose to grant a person nationality under Section 6 of our British Nationality Act. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not an obligation on the Secretary of State to give you for British citizenship. So
Mm.
one of the requirements is that you show that you are of good character. And so
Right.
this term good character has so many factors within it that if you have stayed here as an overstayer for any period of time, if you
Mm-hmm.
have come into the UK as an illegal immigrant at any point in time, they will say that you are not a person who is of good character.
Yeah.
And so, because you do not meet that good character requirements under Schedule 1 of Section 6, they would then go on and say that under our guidance, you were an illegal immigrant or you were an overstayer. And
Mm-hmm.
because of that, you will have to apply 10 years from the time you became known to the Home Office, or
Yeah.
you were given your legal status. So
Mm-hmm.
if in 2014 he was granted residence, I don't know on what basis, whether it was a spouse or he was granted leave to remain as a parent, whatever it is. If it's 2014, then he would have to count 10 years from
10 years.
2014
Oh, okay.
to be able to make the application. Otherwise, they will say, we do not think you're a person of good character because you overstayed or you were an illegal entrant, and therefore you will have to wait until 2024 to make this application. So,
Right.
to answer that person, or to put it shortly, you will have to apply 10 years from the time you became known to the Home Office. Yes.
Okay. All right. On that note, the show is coming to an end. I would like to say a big, 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 big thank you to all those who sent in their questions. We've got some people online as well who have been, sending comments, enjoying this program. Barnabas Ondame, Kobe the General, Mami Efua, Helena Doma, Helena Akiumi. If I'm not able to mention your name, please forgive me because we need to round up this show. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you. Before we finally close the show, Lawyer Eunice will be giving us a summary and also leave her contact details if you would like to contact her for advice. Lawyer Eunice.
Yes. Thank you so much, Vicky. So, in terms of what we've been talking about today, I know a lot of people may fall under this category because I've had people who have called and said they didn't even know that there were instances where their leave could be curtailed or cancelled, and
Yeah,
they thought because they have the biometric card for a certain period of time, it was valid until that period of time. And then
yeah,
when you tell them, yes, the Home Office can curtail or cancel your leave, they are in shock because they're thinking, is that even possible when I'm still using my card? But you have to be sure that people are aware of this, because if you don't know and you are still working or you are still doing things as you usually did, it may not strike you that the Home Office may have cancelled your leave
it's true.
or curtailed your leave.
Yeah,
And so at the beginning, you will have to do a right to work check if you are working with an employer. But that's only at the beginning because they know your leave is expiring maybe 2 years down the line or 3 years down the line. Or if you are renting, they know that your tenancy is for this long
experience.
period of
Yeah,
time. So
yeah,
they only do the right to work check or the right to rent check at the beginning, and they wait until your leave expires before they do another check.
another
So
check.
if you are not aware that your leave could be cancelled or curtailed at a certain point in time before it expires on your biometric card, then it will come as a shock to you. But I want people to be aware that this shouldn't be a shock, because if you know that you were meant to do something and you didn't do it, um, the person who is in charge can tell you, okay, then because you didn't do what I told you to do, then I'm taking it from you. And so it is the case that if you are even a dependent and you are not the one who is even coming to the
Comment.
school or the
Yeah,
university, it will affect you, because if the student's leave is curtailed or the student's leave is cancelled, you as a dependent or a wife or a husband will also have your leave cancelled as well. So in the interim, before your leave expires, find out if there are ways that you can switch to a different route before
okay,
you find out that your leave has been cancelled by the Home Office. So, yes, my advice is seek legal advice, and then you know what the next step is in terms of
okay,
your current leave. And in terms of our details, as always, I am a solicitor at BWS Solicitors. We are situated in London. Our address is the fourth floor of Anna House. So it's fourth floor of Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London. And the postcode is N154NP. So N154NP. And our office number is 0208 493 7340. So 0208 493 7340. Our offices are open from Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. So my out of office hour telephone number is 075 3910. So 075 35 3910.
Thank you, Lawyer Eunice, for that information. Ladies and gentlemen, for the benefit of those who missed this program or probably joined this program at the latter part, you can watch a recorded version on our YouTube page at BWF Solicitors. I think on Facebook you can also watch a pre-recorded if you go to BWF Solicitors. On my Facebook page as well, you can also watch the pre-recorded version at Vicky Newton. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Oh dear, we'll definitely see you again with another interesting topic. But please stay safe, stay out of trouble, and hope to see you again next time. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernard Owusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. Are you seeking advice on immigration-related matters? At BWF Solicitors, our immigration team are experts in dealing with everything from general immigration to complex immigration work permits, arranging student visas, as well as entry clearance visas, family visas, and appeals. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation. Our office is open from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays by appointment only from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground. Our senior partner, Bernard Owusu, is also a qualified barrister and a member of the Ghana Bar Association. He has acted as an expert in court cases involving aspects of Ghanaian law. He has also advised local authorities, the official solicitor's office, and other solicitors on the intricacies of Ghanaian law, and is a regular contributor on the radio and TV on matters concerning Ghanaian law.